This is a fun situation that happened over the week. The Stellar Blade game with that very sexy, attractive main character that everyone is talking about. And, of course, a lot of the weirdos in the West don't like it because they want her to look more manly. The IGN article, like there was an IGN article, and they talked about it, and they had to make changes because they called the developer Shift Up sexist, because they're saying that she was an Asian doll sex stereotype, even though it's a real woman. So the male feminist had a reaction to the IGN apologizing for that article and took his name off of it. I don't even know if he's still working there, but he posted this on the comments before the article turned them off. I don't speak French, but we do have a translation. And apparently the game is going to lead to mass suicide and deaths of women.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
What? It's going to literally kill women.
Wow.
And keep in mind, it's the editor-in-chief of IGN, I believe, that wrote this here. So this is his writing.
Is he meaning real women or
yes,
people
real
who are
women.
identifying? Okay, because I could see
Real
one
women.
group. Okay.
So, no problem. Go tell that to the women who are hit, killed, denigrated, or who commit suicide because they cannot live up to the fictional standards expected by men.
Well, it's plastic surgery.
Well, what standard? There's literally a woman that has two heads that just got married.
Hang on. They think that men are just going to drive around and be like, hey, that chick on the sidewalk doesn't look anything like that chick in that video game I was playing. She's going to die.
GTA, motherfucker! Oh, yeah! 10 points!
If any sex holds the other to fictional standards, it's fucking women.
Oh, yeah. And actually, I have a study right now that goes against this shit.
Hey.
In a way that says that all this woke nonsense and lines being blurred between friendships and all that shit is the bigger problem than any of this crap, because you've got a whole generation of kids now who don't know how to be friends with each other. Like, they literally think giving a blowjob to your friend is okay.
Yeah, because they won't kiss though.
That sounds like a really good friend. What are you talking about?
I'm not. Yeah, I know, right? But where was that kind of friend? Lonely Saturday night when I was growing up, right?
Except for the fact that they think that kissing is a relationship, but a blowjob, that's like a handshake.
And it stems through the media, basically the way they have pushed all this LGBTQ messaging, and now they don't know how to make actual friends anymore, and they can't keep friendships. And of course, growing up on social media has made it even worse. So yeah, if they can blame all this other bullshit all day, no, we need to get back to some of that classic living. Fuck you. Like, that's the problem.
I agree with Tom. We need to get back to time when Hollywood and everybody else in entertainment were coked out of their minds, high as a kite.
Cocaine and capitalism, baby.
That's where you can get great stories again and beautiful people. I keep watching shows today where everybody looks like my next door neighbor.
Bring back the casting couch.
Hell yeah, brother.
Flash, you said something that kind of
the OG gatekeepers.
But Flash, you said something that kind of blew my mind when you was talking about that woman with the two heads that married that dude.
Yeah.
How did he marry one girl or two girls? How did that work?
He married both of them, but he can only legally on paper be married to one.
He got a 2-for-1 deal.
Agreed to be with him. Both of them
I heard
agreed?
he's seeing the other one behind the other's back, though.
For when I was reading, it's like when he's doing it with like one of them, the other one just kind of like lets it happen, which is kind of weird. But like, what are you supposed to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have like two issues of
20
consent
years
there.
from now, she's gonna be crying rape. You watch.
What if one of them doesn't want to have sex, but the other one does?
Oh,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like in a couple of years from now, they'll be writing a book written about the whole thing.
Come on,
imagine like I would go to that.
No,
trial
I don't want to put
because
that in there.
I would go to that trial because it would be funny to watch them argue on the stand with each other.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't rape me. He did. They start biting each other.
That'd be a horrible witness to examine.
And then they just start getting it on in the middle of the courtroom.
Well, they would start biting each other, you know.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's messed up.
They would start punching each other like a like Two-Face or whatever from He-Man.
Well, yeah. Once those girls, like each one controls one side. So
And then one. Ends
Oh,
up
really?
Oh, really? Must
Yeah.
have been a bitch to learn how
What?
to walk.
Like each of them has a leg, and they have to like.
There's a few documentaries and stories out about
What
them.
the
Yeah.
hell?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to them ladies, man.
Shout
What about that?
out to those ladies.
I have so many questions about that. Like when they go to a restaurant, do they like fight over what to order? Do they have the same job? They have different careers. Like there's so many
No.
questions.
So they have they
They
have two
teach.
different stomachs. So
Oh,
they
really?
can both eat. Yeah.
That's interesting.
All I know
There's
is
like a chart of the inside of their body. Let me see if I can. Find
Yeah,
it.
all I know is that just think about what it's like when your wife is griping at you. Now double it.
Holy
There
shit!
you
Now
go.
think about when your wife's sister's groping at you.
That also means double the.
So, like, if this was a guy
Well,
with
you
two
only
heads,
got one penis, man.
If,
No,
if
no, I
this-
was gonna say
hold
double
on, hold on.
domestic violence.
If this was a guy with two heads, he wouldn't be married.
if
This
one
just goes to
orgasm-
show you
you're
they talk about
absolutely right.
they talk
You're
about these
absolutely right.
like women being set to these crazy standards. I'm sorry, but there literally is a guy probably for every woman because there's some dude out there that'll fuck them, and this is some great.
Well,
this is a great example of that because look, even this two-headed woman got married.
Do you
Hold
reckon
on,
if
I
one
got the-
comes, the other one comes?
I got the chart of them. So this is how it works.
for
Those are the
science.
questions,
You reckon?
burning questions.
It's just
I
so
know.
weird. I don't even know what to like.
I have a lot of questions about the logistics. Yes. too.
Okay, so they have 4 lungs. The middle one is like kind of fused together.
Mhm.
2 hearts, 2 gallbladders.
They only
2
have
stomachs.
one set of reproductive organs. What if they
Yeah.
fight over custody?
Well, no. So the top of them is kind
Okay,
of they got their
yes.
own shit. They
Right,
only
you
have
got
one liver though. They have one
th-
ginormous liver, one
this is
intestines,
interesting.
one bladder, one set of reproductive organs, one small intestine, 3 kidneys.
What if one doesn't
And-
want to pee and the other one wants to? How does that going to work?
I think they just have
Like, hey, I got to pee. It's like I'm good.
That's
each
interesting.
has her
though.
own nervous system.
What if one's
That's
sick?
It's
and the
like
other
it's the perfect drunk woman.
What if one of them's sick and one of them's
They
not?
got 3 kidneys, 2 livers.
One's
or one
throwing
liver,
up on
okay.
the side of the bed, and one's like,
Yeah.
"Let's go outside."
What happens
you
when
pretty
the
much
know
have-
what happens when they like get pregnant? Like, I don't know. This is gonna be wild, dude. I don't even
I
know.
don't even know if they can.
Yeah.
That's
well, do they
insane.
have
The kid comes
all
out
the
with one
parts
head-
for it?
The kid comes out with
Yeah.
one head but 4 legs.
Well,
4
they should
arms.
be able
That's messed
to.
up, right?
It's like a human spider.
Just one head, but like 4.
Well, you know,
arms
it would
and
be the
legs.
first person that actually has 3 parents, kind of, because it would have 3 sets of DNA, right?
My 2 moms. Yeah.
No.
That's
But
true,
no,
yeah.
there's one. The
The
girls.
2 girls would
one
have the same DNA anyway. wouldn't they,
Yeah, they're
technically?
twins.
No,
That's true.
I know, but they're not identical twins.
But they share the same body, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they have. I'm
Dude,
sure that
that's
they have
insane.
different.
So, like, if one of them,
So
like,
if
if
you're
one of them
saying-
kills
if you
somebody,
take-
how's that going to
That's a
work?
No,
good
no.
question.
You're
I don't-
saying if you take blood
How do you
out of
prison
one
them?
of the hearts and then blood out of another one of the hearts, that'd be different DNA.
If she killed someone, I mean, you she get found out really quick, right? Because I mean, how many people?
Well, no, I'm just saying, though, like,
she had
if-
2 heads.
If they killed them,
What do
so
you
let's
say?
say,
Well,
like,
it wasn't us.
well, it'd be really
Let's say
fucked
on
up
the
as her
left.
sister's the one who turned her in.
well, that, but let's say the left side
I'm not
will kill
going.
somebody.
Yes, we
Spend-
are.
how do you
Half falls
prison
to one
them?
side to the
How do you
Half,
prison
all right,
them?
I got the answer to that, Sean. It's half the time, and so half the day you get half days in prison.
Half days in prison.
Yeah. So half the day in prison, and then you would get out. For
I
the
have
other
another
half.
really morbid question that I
Mm.
feel kind of weird asking, but like, what happens if like one of them dies?
Then the other
other
one
one's-
dies.
Oh, usually
Yeah.
we could join twins when one dies, the other
Oh,
one pretty
really?
much follows. Yeah.
Yeah.
They usually don't live
That's
very long.
crazy.
Well,
Yeah, 'cause
because
they don't
one
have
half
enough-
of your body is dead, and so
I was
the
just gonna
rest
say
of your
you don't
body
have enough
slowly dies.
organs, yeah, to survive on
That
your
makes
own.
sense. That makes sense.